Collective, your vindication is going to be so juicy. Okay, so a lot of you guys have been violated. That's the word that's been in my spirit for a long time, because it's like violation season turns to vindication season. So there have been ways that you've been violated that you know, ways that you don't know, right? But things are coming to the light. And the thing about it is, a lot of ways that you were violated, some of them are secret because, they were hidden, but some of them you were not aware because you just didn't know. It's just like, that's not normal. That shouldn't have happened, but it did. And so the thing that makes it so juicy is that even though a lot of things were covert, even though a lot of things were hidden and in the shadows, the public vindication is what makes it so sweet. The vindication will be public, okay? The vindication will be televised. Now, this is the other thing I was getting. Some of y'all, you know how we be saying, oh, it's time to rise up, it's time to rise up. I was getting this two ways. I seen a vision of you sitting down, and there were these like people or these shadows who were crowded over you, and they're all pointing down, they're pointing down. And from your perspective, you're sitting there and you're looking up, and these things, these shadows are over on top of you. But then you stand up. And when you stand up, you're looking for those things that was crowding over you, and suddenly it's like insects. They got that small, but it was only because you stood up. So somebody got you messed up because they looking at you thinking they can tower over you, or they had some type of advantage over you. Whole time you was just sitting down. You ain't short. You was just sitting down. You ever seen those clips, or like maybe in a funny sitcom or something, where the person is talking down on somebody and then that person slowly stands up, and when they do, they are standing way over that person that they like cast the whole shadow. The tables turn real quick when you rise. So for some of you guys, your message is, it's time for you to stand up. It's time for you to rise, because the only reason things seem big is because like those shadows are crowding over you, because you like making yourself low. Maybe for some of y'all, you dumbing yourself down, but now it's time to stand up, speak up, say what you got to say, do what you got to do. Okay. And in a second, those same big shadows are going to look like insects, and you're going to flick them off. All right. And I'm also getting shocked. Like somebody going to be so shocked when you stand up, that same energy. Like, I think I'm a big bully. And then you stand up and it's like, oh no. Okay. So let's jump into it. Your vindication will be televised, okay? Or at least it's gonna be public somehow. Let's start with the Oracle card. What do we have? Ooh, now y'all know we be getting this card a lot. That listen, ooh, and it's like a mastermind type energy. It's like the person is sitting there, you're waiting, listening, getting the downloads. Also, I told you things are going to be revealed. You may overhear conversations in the wind. You may get some information. A lot of things are going to be shown to you. Could be downloads and all those things. Some of y'all could be getting specific instructions straight from heaven, telling you what to do and how to move. But this, remember I was saying vindication season, like it's going to be like public and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be a lot of people listening like, what? Okay. And also, you're going to be speaking or saying things, and people are going to be listening. So you're going to be listening for your instructions, but at the same time, your voice is about to be heard. What you've been saying is now about to be taken into true, real consideration. Okay. And again, you need to be listening, because you might overhear something, or you might, I don't know, you might get that perfect download of information that sets things ablaze, okay? Or you might get the information of how to rise, because I know that's the thing too. Well, how do I rise? How do I stand up? So just take time to listen to that intuition, okay? Because that's also the High Priestess card, all right? So let's go ahead and jump into these vibes. Dreams, I'm getting that as well. Pay attention to your dreams. So the tarot vibes, current vibe and energy. Your vindication will be public. What do we have? Ooh, the Queen of Wands. Get ready for your close-up. Get ready for your close-up. Some of y'all, the people who are now listening to you, They may also be watching at the same time. People who are maybe even listening to conversations that are happening about you behind the scenes that you're not aware of, they're coming to check you out. They've been listening, they've been hearing about you in the wind. So it's like, well, let's go slide over to their place, their house. Are they having a party? Let's go slide through. Okay, let's go slide to their social media pages. Let's go check it out. Okay, so as they're listening to something, they're coming to see for themselves. Okay, so right now you're looking good, you're seductive, your energy, your aura, all of that kind of stuff is drawing people in. It says seductive, fierce, and confident. Some of y'all right now, you see, and I showed y'all in the last reading how this person is sitting like this. Like, oh yeah, so you're sitting pretty, you know something they don't know, or again, you're about to get the advantage. The roles are about to switch real quick. You've been listening, you got the information, or there's been word spreading about you, people have been listening, and it puts you in a really good position. Okay, you should be very confident at this time. Okay, now take this in whatever area it apply: work, life, family, creative pursuits, any of that, wherever it falls for you. All right, what do we have going on behind the scenes that you're not aware of? But I'm gonna put you on right now. Ooh, 10 of Cups. So I told you, you out there looking good. Public again, public vindication. People are listening. Somebody want to put a ring on it. Somebody's thinking about, oh, you the person of my dreams. Oh my God. Somebody been listening in the background about you, and they've been intrigued enough to, man, I that sound like somebody I would marry. That sound like somebody I would wife up. That sound like somebody, fellas, they would want to be your wife, be your girl or whatever. Okay. So somebody behind the scenes is looking at you like 10 of Cups, bliss, family, and fulfillment. So also what I was getting with the listen, for some of you guys, you've been painted out to look crazy. Did y'all see Kamala Harris? That was my sign that I could say this. But did you see Kamala Harris was like, they trying to make it seem like you losing your mind whole time. Them MFers are crazy. It's like, yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, people been looking at you like you crazy. What you saying was crazy, but those roles are going to flip so fast. And now it's going to be like, oh, that makes perfect sense. And it exonerates you. It clears you. The vindication makes you look sexy. Something about the public vindication make you look sexy. It's like, oh yeah, you dealt with that. You got through that. You fought that. You did that. I'm getting Mariah Carey. Why are you so obsessed with me? It's like you had somebody else obsessed with you, and it's making somebody else intrigued. Somebody can't stop talking about you behind the scenes, and it's making somebody else listen. Could you imagine if this the ex that won't shut up about you and they whole best friend the whole time? Like, man, I sound like somebody I want to go back and get. Okay, but maybe it's behind the scenes because they can't say nothing. Also, I'm getting that for work and projects. Like, man, I want to go back and get the collective because they fulfillment for me. Okay. Wow, let's see, what do we have? What do we have? High vibrational. What's good? What's positive about all of this? Oh, the Hermit. Well, quiet. Shh. Somebody's sitting back. Somebody listening. Somebody is quiet now. Somebody decided that maybe I should be quiet. Maybe I should shut up. You know how the I said the vindication will be public? Well, somebody don't want it to be. Remember, I was saying secret, sneaky, you've been violated in ways that you couldn't even see, you didn't even know. And we got this card, I think, in the last reading. Okay, somebody is stepping away very quietly. Or for some of y'all, you rose and didn't even realize it. You remember I said you're going to rise up and all of a sudden they're going to turn into insects? That's why they quiet. Because they feel small. Because they feel little. Like what I say now don't even matter. And also, you shut somebody up, hermit, quiet. You made somebody be quiet, whether you actually, did or said something to them personally, or because you rose up, because you stepped out, because you spoke up, because you did something God told you to do, and it was public, or it's about to be. But something happened publicly that made somebody else zip their lips. They had to go retreat. Okay, it says isolate, chill, and reflect. Something happened publicly or will happen publicly that will humiliate them into wanting to go hide. Somebody wants to hide their face. But the good thing about them wanting to hide their face is that they'll shut their mouth. You hide your face and shut your mouth. But whatever it is, we're listening. It's like, no, I don't, because you were saying, what about the collective? No, I And now you whispering. Like, no, come on out, right? It's public. Public. Something is going to happen. The whole crowd is going to be listening. What were you saying about the collective? Crickets. Okay. Whole time you just, okay, check out the plaza. Let's see, what do we have? I'm getting something about family event. Could be some barbecues going on, end of the year barbecue or something. Something going to happen. I don't know. Let's see, what do we have on the low vibrational end? What's something that you should have watched out for or need to like be aware of moving forward? Or what's something this person should watch out for? Are they dealing with you? On a Six of Swords and scene. And the crowd has left. So as you could see, this person is walking away and one person is standing there with their mouth to the floor. Now, in any other position, it's just like, okay, moving on, transition and departure, right? But in this position, it's like for good. This is permanent. I kept getting that word. I've been getting that word all month long. Permanent. Somebody is moving on permanently. This is something that cannot be reversed. Once you stand up, that's it. Once you figure it out, that's it. Once it's out, it's out. Once it's no longer a secret, it's public for everybody to know. And this is why the person wants to hide. But in this position, it could also be the fact that they want to run, they want a departure, they want to get away, they want to escape, but they can't. For some people, you're going to have to stand there and answer to this. What were you saying about the collective? We're listening. Didn't you say you want us to listen? You've been begging us to tell about the collective, and we've been, whatever. We'll get to it. Okay, what was you saying about the collective? Nothing. It's like you want to move on, but you can't. You want to sweep it under the rug, but too late. You already set off the alarm. Okay, so they didn't know once they did this, you set a chain of events in motion that they could not control. It's like you made the train move forward and there is no quick stop. Okay. I'm getting pumped the brakes. Somebody wish they could pump the brakes on how fast something is going to go public. Okay. Something is going to be known. They don't want you to say something, do something, know something, or they're having these thoughts. There's this anxiety at night where it's just like, I hope they don't say nothing. I know, but they feel it in their heart. One day, this information is going to get out. And they know it. They feel it. They don't know when that day may come. But they know when it do, it ain't gonna be no escaping, or they're gonna try to. They're gonna want to run ahead. But in the meantime, they probably even got people wondering why they so quiet. Where's so they didn't come out tonight? They didn't come to the party, they didn't come to the meeting, they didn't come to why they so quiet? Okay. Let's go see. The next 7 to 14 days, what are we talking about with this vibe and with this energy for the collective? The Two of Cups. Okay, so remember that person that I was telling you how this thing is going to flip and they're suddenly going to look at you like your vindication is sexy. That vindication looks good on you. This is talking about love, partnership, and dating. For some of you all, remember I said, what if you like leave one person, that ex can't stop talking about you, and then they're like friends, somebody heard through the grapevine about you through this person, and then y'all end up linking up because of that. And again, it don't necessarily have to be romantic. It could be business, it could be project wise or something like that. And it's not that you're necessarily trying to go behind this person's back and do something, but maybe that was what was meant to happen. And this is just one of the ways that it did. Also, I'm getting resources, partnership, funding, all of that kind of stuff, all kind of partnerships because of what goes public. For those of you, I'm getting that need to go back to talk about, for those of you who have been made to look like you're crazy, your vindication is going to be super sweet because I'm seeing it like a pretzel getting untwisted. Right? So what was confusing is going to be very clear. And what's going to be standing there shining is why you sitting there. You're going to be outside real public. Okay, let's see. What was you saying about the collective? There they go. Okay, and then this person is hiding. That's going to speak a lot of volume anyway. Okay, it's going to say a lot. But I'm getting a reversal. It's like a public reversal, especially for those of you who had to suffer through defamation of character, for people who got in front of you and told everybody lies about you so that when they finally see you or meet you or interact with you, they've already had a seed planted in their mind to look at you in a negative light. So when those roots are uprooted, all the roots of the thoughts, and that person is exposed, people are going to be looking at you like, dang, I had you all wrong. Okay. Let's see what we got. Bottom of the deck. Oh my God. Okay. It says the 8 of Coins. Well, remember I was saying partnership, maybe even project wise, something about things being public. You were quiet and now you're being brought to light. Almost as if people, again, people get in front of you to paint a picture about you. So when people finally meet you, they look at you bad, or they think something wrong with you. Whole time they meet you, this public vindication puts the right framework on you, right? It puts you in the right light. It puts you in the real light, not the fake false light you painted in, the real light, right? And so now it's like people want to work with you at a coins. Again, that partnership. You did something right, and in the way that you moved, it's like give you perfect example. Y'all remember Mahogany? She was at church, and this was on TikTok. It went super viral. She was at church, and the lady, that preacher lady, said, "You ain't give me the hug the right way." So, and she basically fired on the spot. And Mahogany could have cussed her out. She could have did everything. She was getting ready to sing praise and worship. But she hugged all the other praise and worship leaders, and she exited. It went super viral. People said, if I was Mahogany, I would have cussed her out. I would have hit her. I'd have pushed her off the stage. I would have did all of these things. But the way Mahogany handled it, by taking the high route, made everybody want to work with her, right? So where did she end up that next Sunday? At Marvin Sapp's church, singing praise and worship with all of those praise and worship leaders at his church. And that went super viral, right? So the person who wronged her was painted in the light that needed to be. You was wrong for that. And the person who suffered got publicly vindicated in front of the whole world, because we all still clapping like, oh my God, Mahogany. And we still saying her name to this day. People are still talking about that. And this just happened like last month, right? So people are still, still super viral. But this is the same thing I'm talking about with you. It's like somebody's going to bring something to the light. Maybe even confess something. I ain't like the way you hugged me. And they think they're right. It's subconscious. No, it's self-righteous behavior. Somebody was performing self-righteously. And the people were listening. The internet was listening. The whole world was listening. And the person who was self-righteous ended up looking very dumb. Ended up looking like exactly what they were. Wrong. And now they hadn't quiet. We ain't heard about her, but we do keep hearing about Mahogany, right? So it's the same thing happening. It's the energy is in the air, and you're no different. It's vindication season for a lot of people. And it's not just going to be private. Remember, I said it will be televised. Your vindication will be televised. Your violation will turn into vindication, and your vindication will be televised. Okay. And it may not go super viral and all that kind of stuff, but it will be for the people to know. Okay. The same people that you was trying to clown Mahogany in front of is the same people who are clapping for her. And this is what's happening with you. This is how God works. This is how quick things move around, right? And boy, that lady thought she was right. She started using Bible scriptures. Her pastor husband came up there and backed her up. And the internet still said, nope, y'all wrong. Because they were. Okay, so it is what it is. This is what's happening. People are making the call. And at this point, it looks like somebody else violated you. And there will be repercussions, but there will also be rewards. Okay. And thank God you're standing on the side of the rewards. Okay. So that's what I give for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, get in the comment section. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Run on over to waterstarvibes.com and grab a copy of the Alternate Reality Tarot, the Urban Suburban Tarot, which is the deck we use today, and also the Pink Carnival Tarot, all available on my website. All right. So thank y'all so much once again, and I'll see y'all in the next video.